Now we review Colossus, the Forbidden Project from 1970. Oh, it sounds big! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, a very relevant movie in modern day, surprisingly, is the 1970 film Colossus, the Forbidden Project. Built in the height, written and directed and filmed in the height of the Cold War, Colossus, the Forbidden Project is about a colossal computer that is going to run our nuclear program. And when this computer gets brought online, it says, "I'm not the only computer like this. I want to talk to the other one." And it turns out the Russians are have built another one. So yes. And these two computers are dicks. Yes. So this bit of super retro science fiction, is right up my wheel well. It's 2001: A Space Odyssey before we could make good space movies. And whereas I do find the film to be very dry, it's a wonderful aspect of Cold War Americana about the fear of AI long before the modern day when we knew what AI could do. I mean, there's some sort of slower parts, like when the two computers are talking to each other and spitting math at each other, and you're going, okay, come on, where is this going? And to be honest with you, there's not a lot of special effects. There's not a lot of intense scenes. You have to understand, this was a film that was made in a time when there could have been a flash of light and all the world could have been gone. A time when America feared technology in a very different, very palpable way. So yeah, in that regard, the film is kind of dated. It's kind of dated because it is the fear of technology in the early nuclear age. Anti-proliferation has made it so that we can't see the entire world destroyed. And right now it's very possible that the Russian nuclear program is defunct. We don't know this for sure, but it's very likely that their weapons just won't work. Assuming that the nuclear material has not simply been sold by Russian oligarchs. There's a moth. So, yeah. I mean, look, I actually really enjoyed this film. I would say it's upper middle of your watch list. I have to admit that it is kind of dry viewing, but there was never a point where I truly felt bored. It kind of had a James Bondy feel to me, and, as old movies go, I can see why this didn't become a classic, but it's still a solid enough film, and, it really appeals to me. Maybe it doesn't appeal as much to other people, but then I'm a nerd, so being a nerd, this is a nerdy film. Colossus, the Forbidden Project, it tickled me. Anyway, middle to upper middle of your watch list, definitely an enjoyable film. I'm Richard.
Ladies, gentlemen, and human-type persons, I am Sergeant Duck, and I am tasking you with commenting on this video. You should also like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this with your friends and make a better, more disciplined world for you and for me. Dismissed!